What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I need a therapy session today. So today we're jumping into 2K and doing a Portland Trailblazers rebuild. They start off the season so hot. If you watched last night and have watched them lately, it has just not been good to watch very much at all. So today we are going to be doing a Portland Trailblazers rebuild here in NBA 2K23 because I need therapy right now. Before we get to today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We are on the road to 30,000 subs, and we're trying to get that before the end of this year, and we're like 500 away. So we're actually doing a pretty good job of maybe obtaining our goal at the end of this year, which is absolutely amazing because I didn't even know if it was going to be something we could do. So thank you guys so much for that. But as most of you guys know, I'm a Blazers fan. We only started off the season like 10-4 as the first seed in the West. I was like, oh my goodness, this team maybe could do it all this year. Nope. That has fallen back to earth. They've lost way more games than they've won lately. They literally collapsed last night on national television. If you watch this game, the Blazers were up 18 at one point. They blow the lead. They score 17 in the fourth, and this team couldn't do anything on offense. It felt like the Clippers just outcoached the Blazers last night. It is just how it's been lately for us. The one win we did get was against the New York Knicks in overtime, and we had to have Simons and Grant go off. And even last night, that's how it was. Grant and Simons had to both go off for us to even be in this game. So when you look at the roster right now, of course, Damian Lillard being hurt does not help. Gary Payton being hurt doesn't help either. He hasn't even played for us this season, but we need Dame back desperately, and I mean a healthy Dame, because even when he was playing, the last game we saw him in, he was chucking up a lot of shots, didn't make a single one, it felt like. So need a healthy Dame back. I don't know what's wrong with this. Well, I know what's wrong with this roster. There's not enough spacing. Like, if you watched last night, there was not enough spacing around Anthony Simons towards the end of the game. The Clippers just collapsed the paint, and we couldn't do anything because literally every single player on the floor with Simons is basically a non-shooter. So what are you going to do with that? So today, at the trade deadline, I want to fix all these issues. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it all, but I want to do a Blazers rebuild for some therapy. I'm done ranting. Let's just get into the rebuild. Let's simulate. I'm going to the trade deadline. We're making some moves. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. PrizePicks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on PrizePicks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables or matching deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. So Luka Doncic comes out here, wins MVP. Paulo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Kevin Love's your 6-man. AD, Defensive Player. Halliburton, Most Improved. And Joe Mazzulla is your Coach of the Year. Jacob Parks, your Executive. So I said I was going to stop the trade deadline and do something, but I was at the trade deadline and I sat here for like 20 minutes trying to figure out something to do realistically, and I really couldn't think of anything. I don't even know what you could do, to be honest with you. But player stats wise, Dame at 24, 19 from Grant, 17.5 from Simons. Obviously, he's averaging a lot more than that in real life. He's averaging like 23 or 22 points per game. Shaedon Sharpe with 9, Nurkic with 11 and 10, and then a block per game. Josh Hart, 8.5 from Drew Eubanks. So we get the Grizzlies in round 1. Don't really know what to expect as far as playoff success is concerned. Obviously, development of Shaedon Sharpe and Nasir Little is going to be kind of big here. Sharpe is at a 75 overall right now, so hopefully that go up like crazy. Nasir Little, Gary Payton, Drew Eubanks, Justice Winslow. There is a trade I want to make this offseason for sure, but I just couldn't think of anything to do really at the trade deadline. So somebody come around against the Memphis Grizzlies, and we are going to beat them in 7. So that was a very close series, but we do get to round 2 with this roster, which is actually really nice. Now you have CJ, Devontae Graham, Ingram, Zion, Joe Val, Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, Larry Nance, and Jackson Hayes. I will always dream about getting Trey Murphy in that CJ McCollum trade. I don't know if we would have been able to pull that off, but man, would that have been a dream. The man is amazing. He is so good in New Orleans. Similarly, current round though, and we are going to lose in 7 to the Pelicans. I mean, we put up a fight, but we do end up losing. 33 points from Ingram, 25 from Dame, and Drew Eubanks is your second leading scorer. That's not a recipe for success at all. So similarly, playoffs, you got the Pelicans and the 76ers, and of course you have the 76ers going on to win a championship. Player retirements are nobody really that important, so let's go straight to the draft lottery. And our pick is going to convey to the Chicago Bulls, which means all of our future picks are freed up. So we don't even have to worry about that. All our future draft picks are free. We can make a trade using our draft picks now, which is what I plan on doing obviously this offseason. So I have a guy in mind that I think would be perfect for this team. I really do. And I mean, you wouldn't be giving up anybody too crazy. And then I want to try to get into free agency and obviously have a really good free agency. So we're going to try to make it happen. It is going to be with a very not very interesting team. I'm sure most you guys probably can know what I'm even hinting at this point. But on draft night, I think we don't even have a pick at all. So just go straight to player options. I got to accept Josh Hart's option because I'm going to need his contract to use it in a trade. As much as I love Josh Hart, sometimes he just doesn't shoot at all. Like he just, passes up open threes and drives and just passes up open threes a lot. And that's just something we kind of need right now. So free agency, of course, the biggest thing is re-signing Jeremy Grant. I think you definitely need to do that. Drew Eubanks, at times he looks really good and there's other times he just is awful. So I think if I have to bring him back, I will, because like you just kind of need that at this point. But if there's someone else that I could get that's better, maybe we can do that. Maybe we get like a Malik Beasley off the bench. That would be amazing. Need someone that could shoot. So I am going to make a trade though that I think is definitely necessary to put this roster over the top, and I'm gonna love doing it. Trying to get Keldon Johnson from the San Antonio Spurs. He's honestly just the perfect guy we could need at the forward position right now. So Keldon Johnson would be a dream scenario for me personally, without going for like a Kevin Durant or something crazy like that. So Josh Hart, as much as I love him and what he brings to the floor and how hard he tries on every given night, I'm gonna have to trade him here for Keldon Johnson. We got Keon Johnson, Josh Hart, and 2 unprotected picks for Keldon Johnson. I think that is a fair compensation for a guy like Keldon Johnson. And of course, we're a desperate team, so the Spurs can obviously kind of draw in on that. And then, okay, that might get a little too steep for me. Greg Brown as well. Does that make it happen? No. Okay. In a second. Wow. Okay. I thought this would be a for sure trade that would go through with 2 picks in it. But so far, okay, there we go. So you had to throw in Trendon Watford, I guess. And just like that, we have Keldon Johnson now here on this roster, which I absolutely love. I think he's like a great forward to have for us. And I don't know if the Spurs would be willing to give him up, but I think if you throw him a haul, then maybe they would. And at this point, we're trying to win a championship with Dame, so kind of need players that can play right away. The other thing, like I said, I wanted to do was resign Jeremy Grant. I think that's a for sure thing you do. So I'm signing Jeremy Grant to a deal, bringing him back, of course, and then I want to see what's available to me as far as so it's like a Malik Beasley. So Malik Beasley is still available for us. Got Lonnie Walker. We need shooting off the bench. So Dame and Gary Payton. I like Gary Payton as a point of attack defender. Keep him around as a backup point guard. That's fine. Shade Sharp, we want him to develop. So maybe we don't really need guards at this point. Keldon Johnson is our small forward. Then you have Jeremy Grant and Nasir Little as our other forward. So we need a forward and we need a backup center. So that is what our biggest thing is right now. So if I move Little to small forward, he goes down. So I guess Little will be playing power forward for us, even though he's 6'5". Whatever, that's fine. He's a B+ 3-point shooter, but in real life, he's been good at 3 at times, and other times he just isn't hitting them. But it is what it is. So forwards we can grab. You got the Harrison Barnes. As far as the other forwards, you got like Harrison Barnes, Terrence Davis, Will Barton. Terrence Davis, not too bad of an idea. Bruce Brown, not bringing back Winslow at this point. Honestly, I really like the idea of Malik Beasley, even though we don't need another guard, but like his spacing would just be amazing on this team. Just someone we can trust to shoot a little bit. Terrence Davis shot 39% from 3 last year for the Sacramento Kings here in 2K. So you know what? Maybe Terrence Davis is my guy. I'm going to give him an offer, and he's going to be my new floor spacing shooter. Drew Eubanks is probably going to have to be the center I sign. I don't really see anybody else. Drew Eubanks, I guess, will be my center still at this point, and then we can maybe trade him later on if we need to. And that is going to be our offseason. We could bring back Winslow as well. Maybe we do on a 1-year deal. Maybe I can use him in a trade next season or something. I'll give him a 2-year deal. Don't plan on playing him very much, but Winslow can come back for a cultural standpoint, I guess. And boom, that is our beautiful offseason. So we need Simons and Sharp to develop. Simons in an 80 overall is criminal in 2K. In my opinion, he should be better than that. Keldon Johnson, I'm happy with. Winslow won't be playing this year. Little, Greg Brown, Drew Eubanks, Yusuf Nurkic. Player progression, let's see how it treats us. We got Dame going down 1. Simons up to an 84, which is beautiful. And Shade Sharp is up 4. And Nasir Little is up 1. Gary Payton is going down. That $8 million might come in handy at the trade deadline potentially as well. We will see about that. But I'm very, very excited about the addition of Keldon Johnson. Hopefully that rounds up our roster a little bit more, and we can go into this next season having a better record and just having a better all-around team that can actually do something on the floor when you don't have Damian Lillard. I'm at the trade deadline and I'm trying to get a better backup center. A guy like Daniel Gafford would be amazing to bring to the Blazers. So I'm offering Eubanks and Winslow for Gafford, and they do agree to that. So just like that, we get Daniel Gafford at the trade deadline to be our brand new backup center, which I absolutely love. So this is your new rotation. It's Terrence Davis. I guess Gary Payton's on the outside looking in right now if we ran a 9-man rotation. Shaedon Sharpe is a 6-man. He's only going to continue to develop, and this is your starting 5. So really like this roster right now. Currently 33 and 23 on the year. Love the addition of Gafford. He should be a better backup center than Eubanks. So hopefully the rest of the season goes swimmingly well. Luka once again wins MVP. No surprises there, obviously. Scooter Henderson is your rookie of the year on the Rockets. Nikola Vucevic, 6-man for the Pacers. Giannis, defensive player. Tyler Hero wins most improved, averaging 32 points per game. The man goes off. I don't know what happens. He goes from a 10-point increase. I don't know if Miami loses someone, but yeah, he just starts to go off like every time it feels like. Luka, Ja, Giannis, KD, Jokic. You got LaMelo, Trey, LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid, and then no Dame representing on any All-NBA teams this year. We got the second seed in the West, which is very promising. You had 23.5 from Dame, 22 from Simons, which is exactly where I feel like he should be. 16 from Jeremy Grant, 13.5 from Keldon Johnson, 13.5 from Shaedon Sharpe off the bench, which is nice. 12 and 11 from Nurkic, and about a block per game. Now, as far as Nurkic is concerned, I know he gets a lot of hate for some of the layups he misses, but it's just very apparent we're much better with him on the floor, in my opinion. That's just what I see. So I feel like he's our best option at center. You really can't find better centers than Nurkic most of the time. So, or not. I'm not saying there's no centers better than him, but like for our situation right now, Nurkic is a decent center to have. There's some teams that would love to have a guy like Nurkic. So I know some Blazers fans get on to him a lot, but I feel like, honestly, like I said, man, we kind of just have to work with him. Nasir Little, for some reason, is starting over Grant right now, which I don't love. So bring back Grant, please, and that should be fine. All right. Dallas Mavericks in round 1. You got Luka Hardaway, Oladipo, Dorian Finney-Smith, Wood, Josh Green, and Dwayne Dedmon. Josh Green's turning into a really good player for the Dallas Mavericks, by the way. He made some very clutch plays last night against the Warriors. Fortunately, the Warriors just kind of choked at the end. Klay Thompson missed a wide open 3. Stephen Curry traveled at one point. But game 1, they're up 1-0. We are playing Luka Doncic, 49, 12, and 19. The man is just unstoppable. But we do beat them in game 2, 39 and 8 from Dame. I mean, this is probably our best chance to win a championship. So 44 and 7, 30 and 30. You're going to be tough to beat when you have 3 of your best players going off like this. So hopefully you can keep that up. 3-1, 29, 10, and 12, 35, 34. Yeah, I mean, just like if the guys show up, we should be fine. We beat them in 6. We do. So we're on to the second round. I was a little nervous about maybe blowing a lead there to the Mavericks, but Dame 46, 8, and 9 in that closeout game was very, very important for us. Now I get the New Orleans Pelicans, which they just beat us in 7 last year, so it's going to be a tough matchup, of course. And, of course, they have Wembanyama. I wasn't even paying attention to the lottery, so them having Wembanyama just scares me, of course. And then they still have CJ, Herbert Jones, Ingram. I mean, yeah, they still have Joval off the bench. There's a good chance we don't win this series. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a very good chance we can't beat Wembanyama and the Pelicans. Up 1-0 for them. We do even it up, 128 to 116, so that's nice. 37 and 6. I mean, we're not out of it yet. 2-1, okay. 13-point lead in that one, or 13-point win, I should say. Game 4, we're up 3-1. All right. Okay, I see you. Can we do it? 3-2, beat them in 6. We're in the Western Conference Finals, and we beat the Grizzlies in round 1 last year, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. We have to play them here. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Zaire Williams, Jaren Jackson, Adams, and of course, we have our lineup on the other side. So this will be a tough matchup, but this is our best chance. I think this is literally our best chance to win a championship right now. So if we could do it right now, that would be absolutely fantastic. Game 1, they're up 1-0. We lose by 5. Game 2, they're up 2-0. We lose by 5 again. Can we even up the series? We can. Just like that, we're back in it. We win both times on our home floor. So now this is going to be a very, very important next 2 games. Or next 3, depending on how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to go 8-man rotation here. That's going to kick Terrence Davis out of it, I guess. So here we go. Game 5 in Memphis. Big game here. We need to win this one. Let's see if we can come out and beat the Grizzlies. It's going to be a big one. Looks like we have a lead so far, but that doesn't mean anything. Don't blow it. Just keep it up, man. I know you guys like to blow leads a lot. You did it last night on national television, but we do beat them 128 to 105, 36-24, and 21 from Gafford. You love to see that from your backup center. Love it. And now we get to play them in game 6 in Portland at home. The Blazers have a negative record at home this season so far. One thing I will say about Portland is they've had a tough schedule to start the season, like really tough. So the fact that we're 11-10 is impressive, but it's just the way they've been playing basketball lately is just not great. It's just very tough to watch. But regardless, Looks like we might be blowing them out in this game 6, and I think we did at home. We take care of business, and we are in the NBA Finals. 34, 25, 20, 17, and 8 from Keldon Johnson, which is what I traded for. And I either get Cleveland or Boston. I think either way, it's going to be a tough matchup. I'd rather play Boston because Cleveland just seems like a team that's super unstoppable, but Boston has a good team as well. So we get the Celtics. I mean, I think I wanted the Celtics more anyway. I don't know. Because Cleveland's good as well. I don't know who I would have rather have wanted here, but let's see how we do against the Boston Celtics. Cleveland's just a team that's just really good in 2K simulations. So Boston is too, don't get me wrong. But this is probably our best chance to win a championship here. So if we can't do it here, don't know if we're going to be able to do it in this video. Game 1, they're up 1-0. They beat us by 7. 27, 4, and 8 from Jaylen Brown. 28 from Grant. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Don't go down 3-0, please. We do. And we're probably going to get swept here. Actually, we're not out of it just yet. We can come back little by little. It's possible. They have a 3-0 lead. Let's go Simcast, and let's win game by game. 8-man rotation. We have to do it in Boston. But then we take it right back to Portland if we can win this one, and then we could be in a very good situation. So, second quarter, third quarter. I mean, we're keeping it close, but we take it. Okay, we take the lead. Hang on to it. And we do beat them game 5. 35, 8, and 5 from Dame. 31, 8, and 4 from Grant. Game 6 in Portland. This would be a momentum changer. If we could win this one in game 6 at home, this could be huge for us, but we got to take care of business. Come on, Portland. I know you could do this. 3-0 lead. We're blowing them out right now, but they don't mean anything. Oh, we're letting them back in it. Come on. Hang on to the lead. No scoring like the last. What is going on? No one's scoring. Okay. 98 to 101. 104, 100. Keep the lead. Keep the foot on the pedal. There's so much non-scoring in this game, it feels like. And we are going to lose. Oh, my goodness, man. Wow, that sucks so badly. Jason Tatum's your finals MVP. We could have forced a game 7 back to Boston, man. We had it in the bag. What happened? Oh, I should have jumped in, I guess. I don't know, man. I thought we had it. And, of course, Boston hits a 3 or whatever it was they did. That might have been our best chance. The Spurs have 2 and 3 in this draft. But yeah, literally that might have been our best chance to win a championship. But we'll run it back another year, of course. And hopefully we can get back to some magic. I don't know, man. Like I said, that might have been our best window of opportunity to do it. Can't find a single guard guru. There's one. I'll go ahead and grab you. Boom. All right. 2 draft night. Actually, the rookie signing because we don't even have a draft pick. We traded it for Keldon Johnson, which I'm still okay with. Rookie signing, nothing. Player options got Gary Payton accepting. Jabari Walker, Shaedon Sharpe. I mean, Shaedon Sharpe will develop a little bit more, but I feel like Dame's going to go down, so that could be an issue. As far as free agency is concerned, I mean, is there any good players we can sign here that's just going to like make the world of a difference? We got Jayshawn Tate, Najee Marshall. You have Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, Isaiah Hardenstein. We have Gafford, so we don't really need a backup center right now. So we have Dame and Gary Payton, Shaedon Sharpe, Simons, Terrence Davis, Keldon Johnson, Nasir Little. I mean, I think if anything, it'd probably be best to get like a new point guard because I feel like we might get Gary Payton going down in overall. DeLon Wright probably would as well. Javon Carter, I don't even know if he'll develop in anything. Carson Wallace sitting here at 20 years old. I mean, I can give him a chance here. He has been waived and only be re-signed to his current value, and I guess I can't give that to him. All right, fair enough. Jared Butler, Dennis Schroeder, Kemba Walker. You know what? Maybe I just trade for a point guard or something because I mean, we could just roll with Gary Payton, of course, as well. But just in case, I'll take a look at my options. Malik Beasley. Oh, man, I would love a Malik Beasley. But who runs it? I mean, yeah, Cameron Payne is here as well. I think I'm doing that trade for Malik Beasley. I think I am. So I'm trading for Malik Beasley from the Chicago Bulls. They're getting Gary Payton and Jabari Walker, I guess. Let's see if I can do this without Jabari Walker. Maybe I can just do this straight up. They want it first. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll just throw Jabari Walker back in. As much as I love Jabari, let me get Malik Beasley, and then we'll have either Shaedon Sharpe, Malik Beasley run, or no, Simons will kind of stagger with Dame, so it won't really matter. Can one of these guys go up at point guard? Sharpe's going to go down. I'm assuming Malik Beasley would as well. Yeah, so we're just going to leave them both as shooting guard. All right, free or player progression time. Let's see how it's treating us. Hopefully Sharpe is up like crazy. And then we can have Malik Beasley be another floor spacer. So this is our best chance. Last season, we give it one last run. Dame is down to 88. Sharpe's up to an 84, which is promising. And then nobody down here is going down, which is also really good. Nasir Little's up to an 80. Sharpe, 85. Nurk is still 82. Grant's still an 82. So you know what? Maybe we do have one more chance here. This will be the last season I'm running. Had a really good opportunity to maybe beat the Celtics there, but we do blow it. So hopefully this year could be our year. Shaden Sharp this year wins most improved player, which is really cool to see, averaging 20 and 4, and then obviously 43% from 3, which is also really promising. Shaden Sharp's gonna be a good player in this NBA, whether he's in Portland or not. I don't know if they end up trading him for like some superstar, but I have a feeling he's gonna be a very, very good player. He's been struggling lately, but player stats wise, we had 25 from Dame, 20 from Shaden Sharp, 19 from Simons, 15 from Keldon Johnson, 13 from Grant, 11, and then 10. So honestly, this is, like I said, our best chance. If we can't win it here, I don't know if we win it at all. So we'll see what happens. Get the Phoenix Suns. I kind of said that last year, though, so maybe we could do it this year. They lost Chris Paul. They have Batum and DiVincenzo starting. I think we should beat them, but you never really know. So my current round, and it is a game 5, game 6. We beat them in 6. Let's go. Okay. Now you get the Grizzlies, who are the 7th seed. We don't have to deal with the Pelicans, which is nice. They blow out, or the Grizzlies beat the Wembanyama Pelicans in 5, which is really nice. But now we get to play them. Obviously, we've beaten the Grizzlies in the past. They have Patrick Williams, Dylan Mitchell, so things have changed a little bit. They did bring back DeAnthony Melton as well, and they no longer have Desmond Bane. So I feel like we should beat them. Game 1, they're up 1-0, but they still have a guy named John Morant, so that is going to be a blown opportunity, and we lose in 5. So like I said, man, I think our best chance was to win a championship last year, and that will be how I end the video. So unfortunately, we lose. Dame is only going to get older, and he's going to start to regress. Simons and Sharp might develop like crazy. Maybe I should run it back another year because this roster is still relatively young. I guess I'll give it one more run. One more run, that's it, and then we call it good. All right, we ran it back one last time. I said that was the case last year, but this is for sure our last chance here. So Shaden Sharp and Simons were actually the starter this year. Dame came off the bench for us this year, which is a vision I could see eventually anyway. So like I said, man, Damian Lillard, he's committed here long term. I think, like, I don't think he's going anywhere. He has a big contract, so he's gonna be a very, very expensive 6-man, obviously, but I could see that vision maybe down, years down the line where Dame is coming off the bench for us and Simons and Sharp are starting. I don't know if that's gonna actually happen, but here we have it in 2K. We get the Oklahoma City Thunder in round 1. I mean, I got nothing to lose here. We either win it here or we don't. We have Nurkic, Grant, and it's so weird how we have all these guys come out the bench. We also signed Lonnie Walker. But yeah, Gafford this year, Little are starting. I don't know how I feel about that, but somebody current round against Oklahoma City, and we are going to lose in 7. So that is going to be the way the video ends. Ran it back one more year. I knew it, man. That year with the Boston Celtics, we were supposed to win it that time, and we didn't. So Hawks go on to win it all. You know what? I feel like I put together a pretty good roster. I would love nothing more if the Blazers could go out there and get a Keldon Johnson. If the Spurs were ever willing to sell him, I think he'd be amazing at that small forward spot for us. I love Josh Hart, but he just isn't aggressive enough when it comes to scoring, I feel like. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.